Lakeside, California, a town known for rodeos and country living. Located 20 minutes outside of San Diego, visitors come from all over the world to visit this small town. Not to see the cowboys, but to visit Riverview Language Academy.
Well, we've had visitors from several areas of the world, for example, Wales, Netherlands, and China. And because our program is a very unique trilingual program, and we actually have two unique trilingual programs on the campus. The first one is a Spanish immersion program with Chinese as a third language, and then of course the children also learn English. And then the second program is a Mandarin immersion program with Spanish as a third language. And with those three languages, our students will be able to communicate with 80% of the world's population. So it's a great program for preparing what their needs will be in the future. Our visitors are often very interested to see, first of all, the level of the students and where they are learning. They are usually amazed at their proficiency in the different languages and how they're completely immersed in those target languages. The teachers never speak English to them when they are in that target language. And they're also very interested in our teaching strategies. We have an amazing staff, very highly qualified teachers, very well-trained teachers, and they use amazing strategies that help make the content comprehensible for students in the different languages so that they can be successful academically. And our students, our test scores show that. We have the highest API or test score. That's how we measure our test scores. We're considered very high performing. And that is because the content, the students get all the content that they need to know to be tested in English on the state standards, but they're learning it in 3 different languages.
As no official language exists at the federal level, many Americans understand the value in learning a second language. In fact, kids from all over San Diego County are on the wait list to enter this Lakeside School District language immersion program.
Our school has had a wonderful reputation built up over the past few years because of the high quality program that we have here. So first of all, our students are in a California school, and so they do learn the California state standards. So our first expectation for our students is that they are successful academically. They take the same state tests that all other students in the state of California take, and they are incredibly successful. And they take those in English while they're learning in Spanish, Chinese, and English. So they're absolutely soaring. We are very high performing, and it is because I truly believe that the 3 languages does something to the children's brains. It really kind of engages and creates new pathways, and the Mandarin is so different from the Spanish that it really does influence 2 different sections of the brain, and then all that is correlated to higher levels of learning in many different ways. The Chinese has strong correlations with math and science and music, and language in general, English and Spanish, correlate with just language development and other parts of the brain. So it's pretty unique to see how much the children are able to do in 3 languages. We also have proficiency levels based on the American Council for the Teaching of Foreign Languages. We use their proficiency levels to measure how the students are progressing in Spanish and Chinese as well, and they're doing very well. And ultimately, the goal is that they will be completely trilingual upon matriculation of high school and have passed AP courses in Spanish and Chinese, as well as thriving and being very successful in English. We consider technology a 4th language, and the children collaborate and are very creative and innovative in solving problems and making learning come to life. So those skills are also essential beyond language for their success in the future. As global leaders of tomorrow, that is what we hope for each of our children on our campus. And so we want them to have strong 21st century learning skills that will help them to be successful. Our community has been very supportive of our program. It is a very unique program, a trilingual program here in the Lakeside community. And I have to say the community has been nothing but very supportive. We have many partners in the community. Our school board and our board of trustees have been very, very supportive of our program. We could not have accomplished this amazing program in a public school in a budget crisis without their support. So it is really the parents and the community that have spread the word about our program. We do no advertising, and every year we have a wait list. We've gone from 300 students when I started here 3 years ago to 700 students currently. in just such a short time. And each year there's a waiting list. So we encourage our parents when we open our window to come early and come to our meetings and get the information that they need.
In 2011, U.S. News published a study stating that bilingual people are more adept at learning a third language. But Riverview has known this for years.
Additionally, we want our students to have strong 21st century learning skills, and that includes, being creative thinkers, being critical thinkers, being innovators, knowing how to use technology, knowing how to communicate with other cultures. And the languages help us with that, but we have a strong emphasis in technology as well. We consider technology a fourth language on the campus. And because it is an intuitive language and the students are able to grasp it quickly, they are able to move through technology in different forms of media, digital media, and are very successful in that way. They also collaborate and create and innovate throughout the day in many different ways, and those are critical skills for their future as global leaders of tomorrow.
The goal is to sharpen students' intellectual skills, increase their earning power, and broaden their cultural understanding.
Other teachers can learn about our program by going on our website. There's links to our Flat Grant website there where there's many lessons in Chinese posted, and lots of collaboration has occurred through our Flat partnership with the County of Ed. And so that's a great resource. And they're always welcome to contact us, and we're happy to share our ideas and even collaborate. We could Skype each other and share lessons and put our students together to become pen pals using, email in different forms. It would be wonderful for students to collaborate with other students in the world.